You know, they say student loans are like a gym membership. You sign up when you're 18 and you're still paying for it when you're 50 and you haven't used it in years. Welcome to Student Loan Central, the hub of all things related to your educational debt. Currently, in the United States, we're witnessing a tectonic shift in the landscape of student loans. And understanding these changes? Well, that's as crucial as knowing the difference between your cap and your gown. The Biden administration has just introduced a new plan for student loan forgiveness. So, buckle up as we dive into the world of student loans where the only thing higher than your debt is your stress level. So President Biden has introduced a new plan for student debt forgiveness. I mean, it was about time someone did something, right? Now let's dive into what this new plan actually entails. This plan is like a superhero swooping in to aid around 30 million borrowers, with the mission of wiping out some, if not all, of their college loans. It's like a financial Avengers, but instead of fighting Thanos, they're taking on the colossal beast of student debt. The borrowers targeted by this plan include those with undergraduate and graduate debt, individuals facing financial hardship, and those affected by negative amortization. And get this, it also addresses debt from colleges with, let's say, questionable practices. Now I know what you're thinking, what's the catch? Well, like any good superhero story, there are potential villains waiting in the wings. Some conservative opponents are raising legal challenges against this plan. But don't worry, our financial Avengers have got this covered. One of the best things about this plan is that it doesn't require an application process for eligible borrowers. That's right, no paperwork. It's like getting a free pass to the front of the line at a theme park, but instead of a roller coaster ride, you get a chance at financial freedom. There are potential benefits and possible drawbacks to this plan. On the positive side, it could provide relief as early as fall 2024. Imagine being able to breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that your student loans are taken care of. On the flip side, there are concerns about the cost to the government and the potential for this plan to exclude high-earning borrowers. So if this plan actually works, it might just save us from eating instant noodles for the rest of our lives. But hey, who doesn't love a good ramen night? But of course it's not all rainbows and unicorns. There are some legal challenges the plan is facing. It's like getting a parking ticket on your graduation day. Now imagine this, you've just flipped your tassel to the other side, you're excited, relieved, maybe a bit scared, and then bam, a lawsuit. This is pretty much what's happening with the Biden administration's plan for student loan forgiveness. They're facing a lawsuit overextending the pandemic-related pause on federal student loan payments. The New Civil Liberties Alliance and the Mackinac Center for Public Policy are leading the charge. Their argument that the extension harms nonprofit employers and undermines federal debt relief programs. It's like your roommate eating the last piece of pizza you were saving for breakfast. On the other side of the ring, we have the Department of Education, defending the pause's legality and a proposed debt cancellation plan. This pause has been in place since March 2020, suspending payments and interest for over 3 years. It's like a 3-year vacation from your student loans. But like with all vacations, there's a return date. And this one is tied to the Supreme Court's ruling on the legality of Biden's student loan forgiveness program, expected in late June or early July. Depending on the outcome, we could see the restart of loan payments. It's like the alarm clock ringing after a dreamy sleep, bringing you back to reality. So there you have it, folks. The future of our student loans is as uncertain as a cat's mood. One moment it's purring, the next it's clawing your face off. So what's the final verdict? Is this new plan going to be a dream come true or a nightmare in disguise? Let's break it down. On one hand, we have a plan that could potentially wipe out up to $20,000 in student debt for qualifying borrowers. That's no chump change, folks. We're talking about a weight lifted off the shoulders of millions. It's like that feeling when you find a forgotten $20 bill in your jeans pocket, but multiply that by 1,000. On the other hand, there's the murkiness of the legal challenges. The Supreme Court's ruling can swing either way, and that's enough to leave anyone biting their nails. Not to mention, the plan isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It targets specific groups of borrowers, which means some might be left out in the cold. And then, there's the elephant in the room, the potential cost to the government. Let's not forget, we're still paying taxes here. So, the question remains, who will foot the bill? Well, whether it's a dream or a nightmare, one thing's for sure, our student loans aren't going anywhere anytime soon. But hey, at least we can laugh about it, right? Because if we don't laugh, we'll cry. And I've heard crying doesn't pay off student loans, trust me, I've tried.